Okay, so I already primed my eyelid with the MAC 24 Extend Eyeshadow Base. So today I'm gonna be playing something. They're not as new, well, they're still quite new, but this is not gonna be like any first impression video or whatsoever, because I actually already tried this out like a couple days ago, and I found some really interesting facts that I would like to share to you guys before we start this video. So I'm gonna be talking about the, oh sorry about the line, I was put them on the shelf and it kind of like pressed it against this, so it's kind of like have a little line. So yes, I'm gonna be talking about the Soft Glam palette from the new launching from the Anastasia, and also they also come out with the new liquid lipstick, bronzer, and also a highlighter as well. But this thing is really interesting because I found, so the first time that I tried this eyeshadow palette particularly, I used a concealer as my eye primer, which is I do many time for like under like any other eyeshadow or any eyeshadow palette as well. But when I was using this one, see, as you can tell, I really use this. But yeah, so when I tried to use a concealer, the fact that I found was it wasn't blend as good as I expected to. It was very patchy. It kind of remind me of the Subculture palette. This thing have a ton, I was gonna say shit. This thing have a ton of fallout. Again, I can bypass that, no big deal whatsoever. But it was like really like the blending was so hard, was so straying. Some of the color I thought it's gonna be really nice for transition color. It ended up didn't even show on my skin tone color. So this two right here didn't show on my skin tone. I don't know why. I think it might be too light. I mean, for this color, understandable. But this one, I mean, I have something similar to this and it's always show on my skin tone. Very beautiful transition color. And also, yeah, but it's didn't show on my skin. So I kept building it up. Never. You won't be able to see the color. I'm so sorry that I didn't have the demo for you when I was using that, but because it was like really disappointed. And also like this color and that color right there, this two and this two was so hard to blend. I don't know why, but it was like kind of like stick there. It just make the color look so ugly, like really ugly. Like it was like make the color was not looking good at all. It was kind of like patchy, like some spot it's really dark, some spot it's really light. It was uneven, it was really patchy, so I was really disappointed. But also, and the other days ago when I was trying with the eye primer, surprisingly everything looked great. Everything was so great, everything was very pigmented. This two color ended up shows on my skin beautifully, and I was using the MAC 24 Hour Extend Eyeshadow Base. And yes, today that's why I used this, because I really wanted to make a tutorial of this. And yes, that's just some of the fact that I found. And oh, also the color of these, I feel like it's nice, but I thought it's gonna be like more metallic and more shimmer than this. But I mean, what I'm saying, it's just really beautiful color as well. But yes, but the gold color though, oh my god, I wish that like this one can feel like the one with the gold color, because the gold color is like very smooth and also very pigmented. It almost kind of remind me of the Trophy Wipe highlighter from the Fenty Beauty, but that one is a lot lighter gold. This one a little bit more on the really yellowy, almost like a medium gold compared to the Fenty one. So before we get into the video, I'm gonna do a little bit swatch for you guys so you guys can see an idea of what it looks like. To start, I'm gonna be using the color of orange sodas right here. There's a lot of fallout. So see, it's just kind of like a white light orange, really weird looking. Okay, I'm gonna try to build this up. We're not trying to make a joke around here. So I'm just building this color up so you can see it a little bit. Not there, not really showing up, but You can still see it's like there, like orange. But yes. Oh, by the way, I'm using the MAC 217, my favorite blending brush, the taper blending brush. But like you can see like a hint of like orange on my face, I mean on my eyes a little bit. So moving on, I'm gonna be using the burnt orange right here with the same brush. Oh wait, hold on, this one right there. Yeah, see, so this color sort of shows on my skin tone, not as much as I expected to, but again, not that bad. We're gonna try to keep building this color up. So I kind of like lowered down the brightness of the camera a little bit so you guys can see how the color looks like. So you see it's definitely show on my skin tone. I know it's a little close up, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so this is how the color looks like. But if I bring the light up, it's a little wash up, but yeah, so maybe I'll bring it down. So that was the color looks like, and maybe we bring it up later. It's okay, I know you guys see a lot of like the texture, the weird shit on my skin, but that's okay. But yes, this is what it looks like. Oh my god, a shit ton to pour out. So I'm gonna be using the shade Sienna, this one right here. I'm gonna be using the oh god, that's too much. So the sienna, that's supposed to be a little bit more like warm and dark brown. It ended up be like more beautiful like transition shade from my skin tone. But even though like when you look, it doesn't look like that's like a transition color. It looks more like I don't know, like something else. But it doesn't look like a transition color. But it looks so good as a like transition color when you apply it on your eyes. So I'm gonna be focusing this color a little bit on my like the end of my eyes right here. And bring it toward to the center. I'm gonna be going in with the shade Mulberry, this reddish color right here. Very beautiful. I don't think I own this kind of color. Really interesting. Again, using the same brush. I just lipsticking it in one brush, like no joke. So I think I did a little mistake right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it was like super dark, and that was my fault. This is not any of the eyeshadow, but that was my fault. I just forgot to tap out my brush. So when I dip in the color, I was just like boom, right there, right over there. So yes, I'm gonna be doing the cut crease of the camera because I already showed you guys a couple of times, and I hope you guys really enjoying it. But yes, so just make this video a little faster. So I'm gonna be doing the cut crease of the camera, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so after I finish doing this, I'm gonna be off the camera to do my eyeliner, my faux lashes, and the mascara, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is our almost completed looks. As you can see, it's still a little something missing around here. So I got the contour very strong because my lips is very dark, vampy look. And yes, so the thing that we're missing right now, I also have one more product from the Anastasia which is very hype on the internet, on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere about this highlighter. So it's the new Anastasia Beverly Hue Amrezy highlighter. So this is what it looks like. Really gorgeous. Like the texture of this is like insane. One thing that I a little disappointed about this is I hope, like, I just wish a little bit more yellow gold like type of stuff. This thing can actually look very pretty on the lighter skin tone, but for my skin tone I tried this a couple times. Not too flattering, but I mean, we're gonna give it a try on the camera. So before I always apply my highlighter, I always like to spray my face first because they look a little bit. Ooh. I love this stuff. It smells so good. First, I'm gonna try the Anastasia one. It's the A23, the highlighting brush. Oh yeah. I mean, it's really gorgeous highlighter, but I just feel like it might look a little too light for my skin tone. So as you can see, it's almost look like white, like a little teeny tiny gold, but I'm not so that's what it looks like. This will not look good on any type of skin tone because this is gonna look very like ashy on like a, if you go like deeper skin tone than mine or until like a deeper skin tone, this thing will look really ashy on you. But overall, like I said, really beautiful highlighter. So I'm gonna take a little more like a smaller brush to highlight my inner corner and my then my eyebrow. So yes, actually I'm gonna be putting a little bit more highlight to just apply it right there. This is where I like to focus my highlights. Like right there. Love everything about the eyeshadow. Like I said, the thing that I already explained it to you about the stuff. So yes, overall I don't know, I like the highlighter so bad, but the color, it just looked really white and ashy on me. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go over with the little brush that I used earlier. Just gonna blend it. Yeah, I mean, I really hope that this could be something a little darker than what I expected, but again, not a biggie. I mean, this will look so flattering. Like I can't even wait to see like more tutorial coming out and use this highlight because I've seen so many people review this and it looks so beautiful on their skin tone. And for my skin tone, I would say I can still wear these, but I probably have to mix with something a little bit more darker, like something a bit more a darker highlighter to just kind of like tone this silvery looking down a little. So yes, about the eyeshadow palette itself, I do love everything about these. Like I say, some of the transition color, like the orange soda right here, a little disappointed because I wish it really shows up on my skin. Like you guys saw in the video, it does show up a little bit, but it's not as much at all. It's almost like, I mean, either I put or I don't put. It's not much, like it doesn't make much of the difference for like your eyeshadow look. But like again, this one is really nice color for transition color and the Sienna, and the rest I think it's really beautiful. This thing blend like a dream. And also for the highlighter, like I just said, I wish the color a little bit more deeper than this, a little bit deeper gold or something. But this thing, it just not look too flattering for my skin tone, because it just look really white. But the texture and everything of this is like really bomb. Like such a beautiful highlighter. Like it looks like it's really wet, beaming type of highlighter, which is like all I'm all about. And yes, again, I don't know how much I'm gonna be reaching for this. Maybe mix with a little bit something a little bit deeper than this. But yeah, definitely I love both of their products. So if you guys like have fun watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe on my channels. And before I gotta leave, please don't forget to check my previous video and also the description box to see all the products that I use on this video as well. And yes, I'll see you guys in my next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yes, bye bye.